Hello. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Talking Tommyrot. We're back on the podcast. I have a guest. It's me own flesh and blood, mate. I have a guest on the podcast today, guys.
Yeah.
This is my cousin Preston.
Yep.
He is going to be joining me today for the return of the podcast. I haven't been on for, I think it's been a month since I've recorded a podcast.
About a month, yeah.
We're back. As always, check me out on Instagram, at Garzanate. You can search the hashtag Talking Tommyrot. And of course, this, I don't know if you can see his logo, but this episode couldn't happen without Mr. Jace Oreo at Oreo Designs. He does all my artwork and everything for the show, so check him out. He also has an Instagram at Oreo Designs, so check that out. But we're here. We're back. We're having a good time. Yeah, like I said, I have my buddy Preston, my cousin. Yeah, he's
I'm a cool dude.
He's an old man now, technically.
An old man. It's not old, like I'm not like 50 or something.
You're getting up there, though. He's growing in front of my eyes. He's finally taller than me. He's only a 16-year-old, and he's freaking taller than me, so that's true. Making my inferiority complex really glimmer. But anyways, we're here. We're just talking, and my friend here listened or just played
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Red Dead Redemption 2. He is a little bit late, obviously. That came out a while ago. But he just played the game fully completed?
I fully completed it like about 3 weeks ago, yeah.
The story
and episode.
Okay, so you're playing free play as...
Free to play.
Full spoilers, by the way. If you haven't played the game, I don't know what you're doing.
I'm currently free to play as John Marston right now.
John Marston.
So
that's pretty dope. What did you think of just in general, what did you think of the story? Just...
Oh my gosh, it was like...
amazing. Top shelf, right?
It was great.
Yeah.
It was like really, really good. I don't know.
Where would you put that in? I mean, just as a game, obviously it was a great game, but if you just were to take that story out, where would you rank that in your...
Of video games or
video game stories? Well, in general, I mean, it's top 10. In video games, I think it's in top 3 for sure.
Top 3, definitely.
It was just beautifully done. And you didn't play the first Red Dead, correct?
I have not.
Yeah.
Not yet.
So it's a nice, it's a very nice prequel. It leads right into it pretty much.
Yeah. So
it's cool. I really enjoyed the story as well. What were your... I mean, because you haven't played Grand Theft Auto or anything before, have you? Or you have, but not like fully.
I played bits and pieces with like friends games and stuff like that, but I've never like actually played the story of like any of the GTAs.
Because it's pretty much like it's literally the same exact mechanics and everything. Yeah. So it's like, I always call it with Tasha's little brother's freaking
old Western GTA.
Yeah, cowboy GTA is what I call it. But I mean. The whole game was just like from start to finish was just and the realism. Do you think it was too real at points?
No. I don't think it was too real at all. I was very immersed into the story. At some points, even just like since there's no fast travel really, other than like taking a train or a trolley.
It was the stagecoach and the train. Yeah,
but you would have to pay with money and stuff, and especially in the beginning of the game, you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah.
So I had really fun just like riding on the horse, like even to like.
And it's tight when you do that. When you do it's got the cinematic camera.
Yeah,
you can just let it go.
It's dope. Like because I've just like most times since I am. Well, I'm not really that busy. I'm not like working or
summer break, baby.
I'm in summer break, and my parents have always been wanting me to be like, hey, can you do this? I'm like, sure. So I just put on cinematic cam and I just go do it really quick. Yeah. And I arrive to like
literally because it takes
the destination.
From one point of the map to the other, if you were just riding a horse on the fastest route, it would still take you at least 10-15 minutes.
Yeah.
From one point to the other.
But it's just so fun to even just like ride on the horse because like you can get the random encounters. Those were always really fun.
Now you did a lot more random encounters than I did. You were going hard on those stranger missions.
I did at least like there's like what like 15. There's about like somewhere between 10 to 15 in the entire game, and I did like 5 before I went to like free to play.
Any more stories? Or free to play.
I did a lot of stranger missions because I really.
What one sticks out to you the most?
The one that stuck out to me most was the artist guy. What was his name?
Where he's taking the pictures?
No. He's the he was the one in Saint Denis. He was the artist. It's like a.
I don't know if I played that one.
You should. He's really fun. I think you had to do it before you went as Arthur, or before you went as John. I think it had to be an Arthur only mission.
Oh, okay.
But it was really fun because you would be like, you would come up every once in a while, and he would always have like some sort of like wacky scenario he goes in. And since he's a nude artist, he would like do those portraits.
I definitely did not.
Yeah. He's a nude artist, and he like one of his.
Did he paint Arthur naked?
No. Oh. Just all random people. And at one point, you go into one of his galleries, and like everyone's like, "Wait a minute, I know who that is!" And like you get into a fist fight, and you gotta like run out there. It's really fun. But I heard everyone's like favorite missions was like the ones with like the priest and stuff.
Oh yeah, I did a few with the priest.
Yeah, which
you had to like stop him from getting off the train tracks. I remember that was like one of the first ones.
Yeah, and like with the like all of, like the not the priest, the Santonese still priest one, the guy that like the nun, where eventually you'll like meet that nun. I don't know if
I did that one either. See, I am always a guy who I just want to beat the story as fast as humanly possible, and then I'll do all that shit later. But it's like you're always taking the time to complete the games. Damn, I don't know if I played that one. Did you play the one with the photographer?
I'm currently doing that one.
Where you like follow him to different. Yeah. He's like picturing wolves. Yeah. And then ones he's like alligators.
I'm currently through that one. Again, since I left to go on a vacation, like about a
couple weeks ago. You haven't played,
a couple weeks ago. I haven't played for a few weeks. But I'm currently doing the photographer's guy.
Yeah, that one's cool.
And it's really cool. Especially since, yeah.
Did you do the one with the scientist?
Oh, yeah.
It starts with a boat race?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't finish that one completely.
The one where he keeps on, like, wanting to get the moonshine? And
yeah, I think eventually, so. I think so.
It was the, like... I completed that one. It was, like, the only time I was like, hey, I want to know what's on some dead dude's body. So eventually he dies. Because he dies in his own electric chair accident.
And, right. Okay,
because he's making the electric chair. And I was like, hey, I want to know what's on his body. It was nothing cool.
What was it, a note or something?
It was just like the patent that you eventually have to get for him. It's just the patent for the electric chair, and then like just money.
What year does this take place again? It's 1899 or something?
1899, yeah.
Oh, dang.
The electric chair, actually, I looked it up. The electric chair came out 20 years beforehand, actually, and it wasn't even made by the same guy, obviously.
Right.
The electric chair existed like.
Can you imagine going by the electric chair?
I know.
That'd be one of the worst, I think.
Yeah. And he said it was all like humane and stuff. And it was
definitely
like,
not.
No.
For sure not humane. That's gonna hurt.
You even notice like once you finish it, all of like the audience, they're all like, humane? Nah, this wasn't humane.
Pretty sure he was suffering for quite a bit.
And everyone like walks away.
Let's not watch this again.
Yeah.
Huh. I'll have to, because I didn't finish that one. I know there's a couple Easter eggs where you can like find, I think you can like talk to Bigfoot, or like you talk to a voice at the top of the mountains.
Oh, I don't know about the Bigfoot one. I know a few of the Easter eggs. I know there's one where you can go into the Devil's Cave. You walk in and it's a guy who's like shouting at you, saying he's the devil, but it's just a guy in a devil costume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I know that one. And then there's UFO. There's a UFO one. Did you see that?
Yeah, it's like by one of those abandoned towns. I can't remember their names.
It's in a house. You have to go in the house at like a certain time.
Yeah,
it's
I know.
Like between 2 and 3 or something.
I've seen the UFO one. I've seen a few of like the mysteries and like strange Easter eggs that are like kind of mysteries.
Yeah.
But most of them have just been like...
Nothing happens when you go to Arthur's grave as John, right? Is it just music play or something?
It's just music plays, and then it just like says Arthur's grave. I really wish he said something, but
like him. Yeah. I wish he didn't freaking die. He's one of the top.
Oh, he's like
one of the top characters in video games for me.
Best protagonist, like, and like
Kratos is my. Kratos will always be my number one for God of War.
Kratos was great.
He's up there. He's up there with like legendary, you know, like freaking Link and Mario. I would put him up there with those guys. And the voice actor who played him was pretty cool too. He seems like a nice guy. And the performances. I would say the performances in Red Dead. Because I always put God of War and Red Dead were top 2 for sure of 2018. Probably the past like 5-6 years. And I always try to compare them, and I think the voice acting may have been a bit better in Red Dead. Like Dutch, And who you were saying, Micah? Oh,
Micah, yeah.
Let's just do this right now. Micah,
he's such an a-hole. I'm not gonna be cussing, but I'm gonna say he's such an a-hole.
Now I'm not gonna cuss, but I'll tell you what, he is an a-hole. He is a big a-hole.
He is so terrible.
He's the worst. He's
like
gotta be one
in
of the
the
worst
first mission,
characters.
when you go to get eventually Sadie.
Yep.
That is, like, you can already tell, because everyone's talking about, like, the Blackwater incident, and you're like, what the heck happened in Blackwater? Eventually you learn what happens, and it was, they stole a ferry. But, like, he makes me so angry. And I was talking to Nathan earlier, and I was saying, like, I was watching a video of all of the voice actors, and it got to Micah. Not only does he look like Micah, but when you hear him, he sounds so much like Micah. I wanted to punch him.
Like
in the face.
he's not like using a voice to talk.
No,
like Micah. Like that's just his voice.
That's his normal voice. He just sounds normally like Micah.
He's just a super unlikable. As soon as we brought him in, I was like, damn, this guy sucks.
I think he was worse than Dutch.
Oh yeah, Dutch had likable
Dutch is
qualities.
Selfless.
Yeah,
he's just a very, or not selfless, selfful. What is it? The word?
Selfish.
Selfish.
He's selfful. He's full of self.
He's whatever. Selfish. He's very selfish, but he doesn't harm others majorly in his way. Sure. Micah would murder anyone he would see just to get what he would want.
Yeah. I would definitely say those are two very unlikable characters, but Dutch has likable qualities.
And is like, especially in the first, like, 3 chapters.
Yeah, for sure.
I enjoyed him. Cool. I thought he was...
He didn't turn bad until Micah got in his ear and started telling him all this crap.
Because of freaking Guarma and Tahiti.
Oh, my God. Just one more job. We're going to get to Tahiti.
One more job.
We're going to get to Tahiti. Jesus Christ.
And then you have, like, Jose Lenny dies. Oh, my God.
Yeah, they just started capping the whole gang. Like, after... Was it before Guarma or after Guarma? Everybody just, like...
After Guarma.
And everybody started leaving.
Yeah. Everyone started leaving. I think after Guarma, the only, like, 2 major deaths were... I'm pretty sure it was just Miss Grimshaw and Arthur.
Who shot Miss Grimshaw again? Was it Dutch?
It was Micah.
Oh, it was Micah, straight with a shotgun on her stomach.
Micah shoots her because they were... So Grimshaw was on Arthur's side, pointing at Dutch.
Right.
And Javier, like, runs in and is like, hey, by the way, the Pinkertons are coming. And then he's like, good idea. I'm going to shoot Grimshaw.
Damn, she was tight. Grimshaw was a MVP for sure.
She was a really good character.
Yeah, they were all good. I like the gang aspect, and I think that's where I was asking you. Do you think it was too real? And I think that in those aspects, sometimes it may have been too real. Not like just because I'm not used. This is one of the first, like, I guess, RPG games. It kind of is like you have to keep up your health by eating and cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't played a game like that before. Really, really tight, really cool. But, like, it can be a pester when you're, like, you just want your meters to refill, but you have to have snake juice or, what was it? Snake juice?
Snake oil.
Snake oil. Or I have to have a piece of bread for my stamina to go up, or else I'm not going to be able to catch it.
I realized
that was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I realized the easiest way to get, like, all of your things up is just to go set up a camp, like, really quick and do, like, whatever's the closest sleep you can do, and everything goes up.
Yeah.
It was always the easiest for me because I would always just be like, oh, or no. Meat.
If you hunt a lot and you have a crap ton of meat, you can, that thing will...
I didn't do much hunting.
No, that was my favorite part of the game.
I did not like hunting.
What?
And it's just because I never really liked hunting. It wasn't until I started doing the legendary animals that I started enjoying the hunting.
Yeah.
But, like,
the legendary animals are sick, though, huh? Which ones do you have done yet?
Well, again, I've only done the bear and the moose.
The moose.
And then one of the fish, the one in the like swamp area.
Oh, I haven't completed all the fish. There's like a few fish. There's quite a few fish.
Yeah, the fish are like everywhere.
But the hunting was probably one of my favorite aspects of the game.
I mean, I enjoyed it. I think it was like fun. It was just like going from shooting a whole bunch of bad guys to like having like to peacefully wait for
that was a nice change of pace though. It was almost like I was living as Arthur for the 2 weeks that I was playing the game. Like I've got my camp set up, I just bought this outfit and stuff like that, which is cool. I enjoy those type of games, but
I also think it was hard to hunt because I didn't know how to get a perfect like skin.
You have to. You can. You remember how you use the binoculars and you study the animals, and then it tells you the facts about them.
Yeah.
You have to study each animal, and it tells you how to kill them, and it says this is the best way to kill them. And if you kill them in that method, and you do it with one shot, it keeps it a perfect skin. So you have to do it. So like you can't shoot a beaver with a fucking shotgun, or you can't shoot a. Like if you shot
like a squirrel,
or
like
or
a
if you shot the cougar like a bunch with your repeater, like that won't do it. You have to do one shot with the bolt action or something like that.
Gotcha.
So yeah,
I wasn't able to figure that out at all. So I just kind of like on that
because that's one of the main things about the trapper. Remember I was telling you to take
it's all the perfect skins.
And so I was like, okay, dude, I keep getting these poor skins. What am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
I'm killing them in one shot, but you kill them with the wrong. Like you have to do the varmint rifle for the small ones and whatnot. But
yeah, So I just kind of like, that's where I just was like, no with hunting.
Yeah.
Because it was hard to get perfect skins.
It was making me really, really angry too until I figured that out.
And that's like, whenever when I first killed the legendary bear, I was like, oh, cool, let me go to a trapper and I'm going to be able to make the entire set. I'm like, oh, I can make the hat.
You can literally make the hat, and then you have
everything
to have
else. You have to get perfect skins. You gotta, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah, you have to combine a bunch. I really do think that's probably in free play. That's been my favorite.
I'm eventually going to get that with free play.
I was just digging all those,
but yeah.
Dang, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. What did you think about the mechanics, the combat mechanics in general? It was really, really sick, huh?
Yeah, they were very smooth. I think
those were way smoother than GTA 5.
I've not. A little bit that I have played of GTA 5. Yeah,
so much more.
It's weird and wonky, but yeah.
And you could change. I think you can change the camera side left or right on GTA 5, but this one was really cool. And of course, Deadeye.
Oh, of course.
Oh my god, that's so cool, dude. It was in the first game, but it was not as satisfying as this one.
I've seen a few videos of
it would do it, but like
it was more of like it would snap your camera.
Yeah, exactly. And this one was a finisher. Did you do the finishers and it'd be like a cinematic?
And it would zoom into there.
Yes,
I love those. Every
so
single
dope.
time I would be, and usually you have to be decently far away.
Yeah.
And I would always be like, I'm gonna get the one guy that's like 20, super far away, whatever. And I was gonna shoot him, and I'd be like so excited because that'd be like super cool cinematic. And hip fire. I don't know if you ever did much of a hip fire.
Yeah.
But if I would ever have to get into there's one guy and I don't know where he is and he's right there and I'm like, okay, I would be able to just do hip fire and be able to
just nail him right away.
Yeah, a lot of the really fun parts with the combat is being able to you can kick them just kick them aside and shoot them.
Yeah.
If you run up to them really fast, and it's just so fun because they're like, what? Pfft.
Yeah, there was a lot of the physics in the game were really good with the combat and everything about it. I had something on my mind. I forgot what I was going to say. But either way. Oh, yeah. And the music. That's what I was going to say. The music that started playing when you...
Oh, my gosh. That made me so immersed. I loved the music. Just while riding. And then, obviously, we're going to... I'm sure you're going to want to talk about the one when you do the final ride.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Arthur. That really was emotional.
Dude, I was crying, bro.
That was so
sad.
sad.
What made me super... They killed my horse, dude.
I know.
When they killed your horse, because I had the white, freaking Arabian. Yeah, I had the white Arabian, and they killed it, and I was like, I cried, bro. I went off.
Yeah, it's really sad about just that entire
the whole
final
ending
message
is so sad.
Mission. I don't know why I said message. Mission.
The whole final mission is sad.
That when you start from going to go and save who was it? Abigail.
Save Abigail. Get them
that
out.
was already really sad, and the final ride. I constantly rewatch the final ride with high honor, obviously, because low honor is kind of
high honor shows the deer and all that, and then the low honor shows the wolf.
It's just so sad, that final ride, because you get those big impacts of the biggest moments of when a character said something that
because it was flashbacks and stuff. I remember
it would be one of the one that constantly gets me is when I think it was Abigail that says it. I don't remember if it was Abigail or Tilly, but it was one of them. and they go. I'm gonna paraphrase this.
I'm paraphrasing.
But you're fighting with the giant, something like that. But she talks about, whichever one it is, talks about that Arthur wants to be a good man, but like he has a giant, which that giant in this case is
Being
Dutch.
bad. Oh, okay,
Dutch.
okay.
It's implied it's Dutch, aka loyalty and being bad and all
Loyal
that.
to the gang.
But he really wants to be a good person.
Yeah, I think Dutch always had good intentions. He just lost his way. I think they all had.
He lost his mind.
Intentions. Yeah, for sure lost his mind. You got to see him in Red Dead, the first one.
Oh.
You think he's crazy now? He just completely loses it because I think there's like 12 years or not 12 years. There's a good amount of time between.
I think when you the epilogue, I think it takes place in 1907, and then
Oh yeah, the epilogue is a few years after.
I'm pretty sure it's 1907, and then the actual game takes place 5 years later. So that would be 1912.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Cool.
I think it's 5 years later. Because I was like, what happens if I like free to play as John for 5 years?
And the strangers are still there.
Yeah, well, no, I was like, what if I do it for in-game 5 years?
Oh.
Just Red Dead 1 never happened?
I guess.
I was always wondering that. Like, what if I did that?
If you just keep going. Yeah, and game time. I guess game time doesn't.
Yeah, because in game time it doesn't. So, like, does Red Dead 1 just never happen? And can I keep... Because you told me the ending of 1. I keep John alive?
That's dude. That would be the best ending to it. I don't know why he had to. He could have just. On the horse with Abigail. And
It would have been great to go and kill all of the other remaining members, but
it wasn't even that pleasing. Javier was sad because he was like, "Hey, man, I'm freaking sorry." But Williamson gave me pleasure. I hated him, and Dutch. He
was just insane.
Yeah,
he was just going insane.
Yeah, and he was trying to. John was like, "All right, but I mean, let's resolve it real quick." But Dutch sucks. Fantastic game.
Absolutely. One
of the best games I think I've ever played. What are you are you gonna just go for that and finish that, or are you gonna start a new game soon?
Since that's gonna take take a while. Forever.
You could literally
if I wanted
100%
that.
Yeah. It would take at least a few months of steady playing this 100%.
It's going to take forever. I'm still going to probably go back to it often. But right now, I'm starting on to Breath of the Wild.
So you got a Switch for Christmas?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, cool. Breath of the Wild, it won Game of the Year, right? I never played it.
It won 2017's Game of the Year.
I had my Switch for a while. I just didn't...
Yeah, enjoy it?
I'm not a Nintendo guy. I'm not trying to say that Nintendo's simple, but sometimes the games are too simple for me. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I understand it. I would say if you I would give you I'll let you borrow my Switch just so you could play Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I heard it's really cool.
Because it is I'm only not even 2 hours in, and it's just really, really good.
I've seen gameplay of it. It looks really cool.
It's Did you
ever play Zeldas before?
Yeah, I played Ocarina of Time and what was it? Majora's Mask. Those are the only two I've watched.
I've never played a Zelda game.
They're way different than those ones. Breath of the Wild is.
Yeah.
Because it's big open space.
Right. The other ones were not open world. It was like a linear.
It's more linear.
Okay.
It's still sort of open world, but really linear.
But this one's like a full, almost
open
like Red
world,
Dead kind of thing.
Yeah, and
you have to cook and stuff and all that.
Yeah. Cool. And I really like Red Dead. I really, really enjoy Breath of the Wild so far because it's in Red Dead, you can see all the missions you need to do. But with Breath of the Wild, it doesn't tell you that.
You just gotta go.
It has little indication markers, but there's so many random encounters and random things that can happen that it's here's where you should go.
Do they talk? They don't talk in that game, do they?
Well, yeah. But there's cinematic scenes where they do talk, and they have character actors for every character.
Link speaks in that game?
No.
I don't think
so
I've ever
far,
heard Link speak ha! That's all I've heard him do.
It's mostly
Smash.
just him grunting.
I love when people call him Zelda. That's my favorite. I did it for years because I never played the games. So I was like, oh, that's Zelda. No, it's not.
It's called Legend of Zelda. That must be Zelda.
I don't know. But I mean, I think the Switch is doing good. Have you heard of the Google Stadia? Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so it's gonna be a service, a monthly service that Google's putting out, where it streams your games on anything. All you need is an internet connection, so you can like stream games from onto your phone and have like a controller connected to it,
so
or
like,
from your TV.
Like
controller.
You're saying, like I could play Red Dead Redemption on my phone? Is that what you're saying?
That's basically. Now, I don't know how because they do say you can play it on your phone. I don't know how that'll transfer, but apparently it's all over data. It's all over the cloud. So there's nothing. You don't have to download the game, like on. It's all running based on your internet speed.
That's weird.
Isn't that weird?
It seems cool, but like, that's weird.
What what are we at here? Oh, we're fine. What are your do you prefer to buy physical copies of games, or do you like the digital copies?
I buy physical.
Because you feel like you have it.
Because I have it, yeah. I mean, like,
what happens to digital games if it goes away? Like, what if the PlayStation Store stops?
Well, other than like all the free-to-play games that you can only find digital, I don't think much will happen, because I know there's a lot of people that do buy
Downloads.
Digital.
Yeah.
But I like...
Wouldn't that scare... Because I have most of my...
You have most of yours digital?
No, I have most of my movies. I have a huge
that
digital collection of movies. And sometimes, like it says, oh, you don't have the license for this anymore or something, but I have to play it on like a different device. But that's my concern, is like...
It's gonna like make it so...
I can't play it in 5 years.
If you want to do something that isn't video games, but still on your PS4, it will make it weird and terrible. Confusing. Or
what I'm concerned with this Google Stadia is there's a free version where you just have to buy the games.
Yeah.
And then there's a ultimate version where it's like $10 and you get more speed or something like that.
Yeah, I get you.
But
it's going to have a subscription.
It's going to be a subscription, and my concern is when Google Stadia goes away, what happens to that game? Do I not get to play that game anymore?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Because like people who have, there's no digital copies of N64 and PS1 games, but people still have those. So what I'm getting at is everything going to digital now, or are companies even going to bother making discs anymore in 5 years?
That's an interesting question, because I
hate buying digital. The only ones I have digital are the free-to-play ones.
Yeah, same.
I'm not going to go buy money.
Yeah, the only digital game I have that isn't a free-to-play is, what is it called? It's the one where, like, machines take over and you have to...
Warframe?
No.
The machines take over.
And
Titanfall?
But they look like animals.
Oh, Horizon?
Horizon, yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn. But that was because I couldn't find any physical copies anywhere.
Because it was a freaking #1 seller.
Yeah, and it was because that, and also, well, I got it when it was like about a year old.
Oh, so you got a fat discount?
Well, it wasn't like even a discount or anything. It's just I couldn't find any physical copies.
That is one thing though that I will say about the PlayStation Store is I will usually get them a lot cheaper if it's an older game.
Oh yeah, sure.
They'll do like 20% off sales all the time, which is nice. But my concern is just, I guess I can physically download it onto my hard drive, but I guess you always do have it on your hard drive, right? But
yeah,
with that Google Stadia, it's just streaming. You're not going to download it anywhere. There's nothing to download it to. You download it onto your cloud, and then it streams from the cloud. But what happens when the cloud goes away?
Yeah.
Or if it goes away. You know what I mean?
It's just digital just kind of makes it confused. It just, I don't know how I'm trying to phrase this, but it's just like digital, if it does happen, it's just going to be like, I get what you mean. It's going to be like, again, what happens if any of that happens? And then if like... What if everything goes digital, including like even...
Everything's already digital, bro. I haven't bought a CD in 15 years.
Oh, that's true.
I haven't bought a CD in literally 2009 was the last time I bought a CD.
Wow.
When Metallica's Death Magnetic album came out. That's the last time I bought a CD, period.
Wow.
10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the last time I bought a game physically was a few weeks ago. But I don't want to... I don't know. I'm just skeptical about the Stadia. I think it's a cool idea, but I'm skeptical about it just because of ownership. because people have collections. I mean, there's people who have games from the 70s still.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? And that's it's, and I do know that like with the PS5, that's for sure gonna have backwards compatibility.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I have digital games, does it just transfer on my PS account over to that new PlayStation? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because digital didn't exist with the PS3 like at all.
For sure, no.
It was all physical stuff. So it makes it like weird and confusing.
Super confusing.
But I think what I was going to say is that PS Now, you know.
Yeah,
that,
PS Now, the subscription service, yeah.
That makes you be able to play like those old games.
Yeah, I guess they've rendered them digitally.
What if they do that with the PS5? What if they say, hey, do you want to play your PS3 and PS4 games?
Digitally. Maybe. But I always preferred, like when the PS3 was, the only thing that was superior about the PS3 was the backwards compatibility, because I could play PS2 and PS1 games on the PS3.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to do anything. No new downloads, no nothing.
You just had to put the disc in there. Yeah.
And it saved it on my hard drive. It was legit. And when the PS4 announced that it's not going to be backwards compatible, I almost flipped the table. I was like, what? But now that I know the PS5 is going to be backwards compatible, I'm holding on to all my games for sure. Because it's going to make the PS4 games look better on the PS5. And I don't have to restart a whole bunch of games, because each time a new generation comes out, it's always, they have like maybe 3 games that are actually built for that new generation. All the rest are just rehashes of the old ones that are already out. But anyways, I just got into a rant because I don't want to do digital.
It's just like the whole digital thing, it's like a really like big topic. I was not prepared for you to suddenly talk about that, so
I'm gonna be honest with you, I was not prepared for you to speak like that.
I thought we were gonna talk about Red Dead Redemption. I was gonna say if we're gonna go deep, I was gonna say we were gonna go deep by Arthur's death or something, and not deep about digital.
We just went into digital, sorry. I was just thinking about it. But
that's alright.
I mean, we could cut it here. We're about half an hour. That's about the listening capacity of people.
Of adult.
Of a normal human.
A normal human.
You know what my friend Brandon was telling me the other day is that, like, because sometimes, like with this is going to be one continuous shot, which is fine for a podcast, because people are, if they're watching on YouTube, they're usually not watching. They have it on in the background or whatever. But with my videos, when I do heavy edits, he said that there's the attention span is 7 seconds. So I should do cuts every 7 seconds to make you interested still. Does that make sense?
Wow.
So if you look at like more modern movies, if there's dialogue, the cuts are about every 5 to 6, 7 seconds. Yeah. If I'm looking at one person talk for however long this video, 35 minutes or whatever, it's going to get boring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know why the hell I even brought that up.
That's okay.
Cool.
I understand what you mean.
I totally get it. Guys,
don't mock me.
Tell me what you think about my little cousin here. He's not little. Literally, he's bigger than me. It's so weird. But yeah,
I would absolutely happily come again.
He's gonna come back on. I'm gonna get
something
back.
That isn't Red Dead, obviously.
I'm having so I've been doing the school-ish stuff. I'm trying to get certified as a medical coder. So it's been taking a lot of my time up. But right now I'm waiting for some books to get to me. So I have like a week of just chilling. So maybe some more videos and podcasts will come this week. But he's definitely gonna come back on at a later date. Probably talk. I mean, we should talk Spider-Man. Oh, you know, Endgame is getting re-released this weekend?
Yeah, I heard about that.
I'm so excited to see
Movies now getting DLCs.
Yeah, literally. Endgame Mark II is a meme I saw.
When you don't get #1 highest grossing movie, so you have to re-release.
Avatar re-released, though, to be fair.
Yeah, that's true.
They were in, and they re-released, and it was like the #1 3D movie.
Yeah.
But whatever. Cool. Go see Endgame this weekend, guys, so we can beat Avatar and Disney can make all the money and continue to give us everything we want.
To be the big powerhouse.
I'll submit to Disney.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Fair.
I love Disney. I don't care.
Disney's great.
Yeah. You guys are doing great. Keep it up.
All right.
Thank you for checking it out. As always, check my Instagram out at @GarzaNate. Search the hashtag Talking Tommyrot.
I only have a Twitter at DocMakesTweets.
Doc Makes Tweets. I didn't even know he had a Twitter, baby. I'll put the tag right here. Maybe somewhere where our hands are, Nate, make them go there. Maybe.
Future Nate, obviously not current Nate.
Future Nate. Oh my God, I can talk to myself in the future. I hate you. Anyways.
I'm sorry.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for checking it out. Thanks for listening. Anything last? Any Final words, salutations?
Nope.
Nope.
Just see you.
Nope. Well, see you later. Bye, guys.